This video is to help students with the homework that is due on Friday, September 20th. It was a pink sheet that was handwritten, handed out on Wednesday the 18th. It actually looks like this. So if you can see it, see that, that's what it looks like. That's the sheet that I'm talking about. So I want to walk through just a couple of these. So let's look at number 17. That's a pretty tough one. And this kind of combines all of the rules that we've talked about so far, which is the product of powers rule and the negative exponents rule. So if you aren't sure how to use those rules, there are individual videos for both of those that you should check out. So number 17, okay. We'd have 12 to the 5th times 12 to the negative 8 over 11 to the negative 5th times 11 to the 7th power. So the first thing I would check out is simplifying the numerator. Now here I'm multiplying. I have the same base, so I'm going to add the exponents. So I'd have 12 to the 5 plus negative 8, like this. And same thing on the bottom. I'm multiplying. I have the same basis, so I'm going to simplify them as 11 to the negative 5 plus 7. Now if I simplify that, I have 12 to the negative 3 over 11 squared. Now I know anything that has a negative exponent has to move. So this value in the numerator has a negative exponent, so we need it to move downstairs. The 11 squared does not move because it already has a positive exponent on it. Because there's nothing left in the numerator, we're just going to put a 1 to save the place. We would have 11 squared times 12 cubed. So we have 1 over 11 squared is 121, and 12 cubed, if I can get my calculator going here, 12 cubed is 1,728, and then you would multiply those two values together, so your solution should be 1 over 209,088. So 209,088. You should have all of this work shown. If there's not enough room on the pink paper, which there's not a lot of extra room, I encourage you to use a separate sheet of paper and then just put your answer on the pink paper, but make sure when you go to hand this in that you have your work and your answers together. So that's number 17. And let's look at one more. Let's do I'm trying to pick a fun one here. Let's do number 22. Oh, not there. Number 22. So you would have 9 to the 5th times 9 to the 3rd over 3 squared times 3 to the 7th. So I think I just confused myself. 9 to the 5th times 9 3rd over, I combined two problems. Sorry guys, that's not number 22. If I change this to 6 to the negative 5th, that's 22. So at the top I can simplify because I have the same bases being multiplied together. So I would add those exponents, and we're still over 6 to the negative 5. So I would have 9 to the 8th power over 6 to the negative 5th. And then anything with a negative exponent has got to move, so this is going to go upstairs. So then I have 9 to the 8th power times 6 to the 5th power. There's nothing left in the denominator. And then to simplify this, 9 to the 8th power, whew, that's a big number. That's going to be 430,46721. So 43,046,721 times 6 to the 5th is 7,776. So when we multiply those values together, you'll actually get an answer in your calculator if you're using a graphing calculator that has an E answer. So it looks something like 3.4, a bunch of other numbers, E. for the 11th power. That you did do the answer correctly if you got that. I know we haven't talked about what that E means yet, but we will talk about that in another couple weeks in class. So that would be how you would do number 22. If you have any questions, you should say Mrs. Fike or Mrs. Ryan, and remember that this pink sheet is due on Friday.